Hello and welcome everyone to the online classes. In this session, we are going to see the first chapter, An Astrologer's Day. From the title itself, we understand that this chapter is related to an astrologer and a day in the life of an astrologer. Let's see what R.K. Narayan has to say. Let's begin. Punctually at midday, he opened his bag and spread out his professional equipment, which consisted of a dozen cowrie shells, a square piece of cloth with obscure mystic charts on it, a notebook, and a bundle of Palmyra writing. His forehead was resplendent with sacred ash and vermilion, and his eyes sparkled with a sharp abnormal gleam, which was really an outcome of a continual searching look for customers, but which his simple clients took to be a prophetic light and felt comforted. From the first few lines, we understand that R.K. Narayan is describing a particular scenario, is describing about a particular person. This person is something related to supernatural elements, having cowrie shells, obscure mystic charts, Palmyra writing, and having sacred ash on his forehead and vermilion. These are the points through which we understand that something supernatural is related. Let's see some of the difficult words. Cowrie. Cowrie means it's a sea animal. Obscure means difficult to understand. Palmyra, it's a kind of palm. Palmyra जिसे हम कहते हैं खजूर का पेड़. The leaves of the palm tree. Resplendent. Resplendent means bright, dazzling or impressive. Sacred means holy. Vermilion, vermilion जिसे हम कहते हैं सिंदूर. Gleam means shine. So from the first few lines we understand the writer is describing about a particular person. Let's go ahead. The power of his eyes was considerably enhanced by his position placed as they were between the painted forehead and the dark whiskers which streamed down his cheeks. Even half-wit's eyes would sparkle in such a setting. To crown the effect, he wound a saffron-colored turban round his head. This color scheme never failed. People were attracted to him as bees are attracted to cosmos or dahlia stalks. He sat under the boughs of a spreading tamarind tree, which flanked a path running through the town hall park. It was a remarkable place in many ways. In these few lines, the setting is described, where this particular man is seated. Here, we also understand how that person has been dressed. The story begins with the introduction of the astrologer, the person having some kind of professional equipments, wearing a saffron-colored turban around his head and sacred ash on his forehead. The writer paints a perfect picture of an astrologer. इस इंट्रोडक्टरी पैराग्राफ से हमें ये पता चलता है कि ये स्टोरी एक एस्ट्रोलॉजर, एक ज्योतिष के बारे में है. आर.के. नारायण ने इस पैराग्राफ से रीडर्स में बहुत इंटरेस्ट बढ़ा दिया है. एस्ट्रोलॉजर के डिस्क्रिप्शन से रीडर के दिमाग में एक इमेज बन जाती है, जिससे स्टोरी में इन्वॉल्वमेंट बढ़ जाती है. लेट्स गो अहेड. A surging crowd was always moving up and down this narrow road from morning till night. A variety of trades and occupations was represented all along its way. Medicine sellers, sellers of stolen hardware and junk, magician, and above all an auctioneer of cheap cloth, who created enough then all day to attract the whole town. Next to him in vociferousness came a vendor of fried groundnut who gave his ware a fancy name each day, calling it Bombay ice cream one day, and on the next day Delhi almonds, and on the third Raja's delicacy, and so on and so forth. And people flocked to him. A considerable portion of this crowd dallied before the astrologer too. The astrologer transacted his business by the light of a flare which crackled and smoked up above the groundnut heap nearby. So here a setting is described. The astrologer chose the most busy place so that majority of the people can see him. With the help of other lights from the adjoining shops, the astrologer gets its prophetic lighting. Let's see some difficult words. Surging means a gush of wind, strong wind. Just like the strong wind blows, a number of people moved in the town hall park. Auctioneer is a person who conducts auctions. Auctions का मतलब होता है नीलामी. Din means a loud noise. And vociferousness also means being loud or noisy. Where that we have already seen, it means goods or commodities. Flocked means gather or to come together. Next word is delayed. It means to waste time hanging around. Transacted is to conduct or carry out. And flare means fire. Till here we have seen that the astrologer has chosen the most busy street of the town. There are a number of shops on the street. ज्योतिष ने ये जगह इसीलिए चुनी है ताकि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोग एस्ट्रोलॉजर के पास आ सके. यहाँ पर हमने देखा कि मेडिसिन्स की दुकानें चोर बाज़ार की तरह शॉप्स है, जादूगर की दुकानें हैं और एक सस्ते कपड़े नीलाम करने वाली शॉप भी है. और ये सस्ते कपड़े बेचने के लिए वो शॉपकीपर बहुत ज़ोर ज़ोर से आवाज़ें कर कर सभी लोगों को अपनी तरफ खींच लेता था. देयर इज़ वन मोर शॉप विच सेल्स फ्राइड ग्राउंडनट्स with fancy names. Due to these shops, the astrologer got a lot of spectators, lots of people. Astrologer conducted his business between these shops. Let's see what happens next. Half the enchantment of the place was due to the fact that it did not have the benefit of municipal lighting. The place was lit up by shop lights. One or two had hissing gas lights, some had naked flares stuck on poles, some were lit up by old cycle lamps, and one or two, like the astrologer, managed without lights of their own. It was a bewildering crisscross of light rays and moving shadows. Enchantment means magical effect or charm. Half of the magical effect was due to no street lights. People used each other's lights, like some shops had light, some had just light created by fire, some had gas lights, and some, like astrologer, used the light from other shops. Bewildering means confusing. It was very confusing to understand the scene of light and the shadows. Let's move forward. This suited the astrologer very well, for the simple reason that he had not in the least intended to be an astrologer when he began life. And he knew no more of what was going to happen to others than he knew what was going to happen to himself the next minute. He was as much a stranger to the stars as were the innocent customers. Yet he said things which pleased and astonished everyone. Astonished means surprised. That was more a matter of study, practice, and shrewd guesswork. All the same, it was as much an honest man's labor as any other, and he deserved the wages he carried home at the end of a day. Shrewd means good at judging people. श्रीउड का मतलब होता है चतुर या चालाक. यहाँ हमें समझ आता है इन्हें एस्ट्रोलॉजर नहीं बनना था. ही लीस्ट इंटेंडेड टू बी एन एस्ट्रोलॉजर. इन्हें कोई स्टार्स की नॉलेज नहीं थी या भविष्यवाणी की कोई नॉलेज नहीं थी. इन्हें खुद ही नहीं पता था कि आगे के अगले मिनट उनके साथ क्या होगा. ही वॉज जस्ट श्रीउड, यानी वो बस बहुत चालाक थे. बहुत अच्छे से वो लोगों को बहला फुसला कर अपनी बात मनवा लेते थे. लेकिन आर के नारायण ये भी कह रहे हैं कि ये जो पैसा ज्योतिष को मिल रहा है वो उनकी कमाई का है, हार्डवर्क का है. सो द ऑथर सेज द एस्ट्रोलॉजर डिजर्व्स द वेजेस दैट ही गेट्स. लेट्स गो अहेड. He had left his village without any previous thoughts or plan. If he had continued there, he would have carried on the work of his forefathers, namely tilling the land, living, marrying, and ripening in his cornfield and ancestral home. But that was not to be. He had to leave home without telling anyone, and he could not rest till he left it behind a couple of 100 miles. To a villager, it is a great deal, as it is as if an ocean flowed between. In this paragraph, we understand he had left his home and village without informing anyone. He even didn't plan to do so. From this, we understand that something might have happened. That is why the astrologer had to leave without any plans. If the astrologer stayed in his village, he would have tilled the land. Tilling the land means cultivating the land. That is kheti karna. He would have married and cultivated his cornfield. But due to some issues, he had to leave his home and village. He had a working analysis of mankind's troubles, marriage, money, and tangles of human ties. Long practice have sharpened his perception. Within 5 minutes, he understood what was wrong. He charged 3 pies per question, never opened his mouth till the other had spoken for at least 10 minutes, which provided him enough stuff for a dozen answers and advices. When he told the person before him, gazing at his palm, in many ways you are not getting the fullest result of your efforts. 9 out of 10 were disposed to agree with him. Or he questioned, is there any woman in your family, maybe a distant relative, who is not well disposed towards you? Or he gave an analysis of character. Most of your troubles are due to your nature. How can you be otherwise with Saturn where he is? You have an impetuous nature and a rough exterior. This entered him their hearts immediately. For even the mildest of us loves to think that he has a forbidding exterior. Till here we understood the background of the astrologer. From where is he? Why did he choose this profession? Now we will know what is it to be an astrologer. He had a working analysis of mankind's troubles. Mankind's troubles means he had the experience of the problems that people have. That is the reason he interprets so correctly within 5 minutes. And the trick he uses is staying silent. The astrologer remains silent till the customer has almost given all the secrets. He asks the most vague questions, open questions, which apply to majority of people. ज्योतिष इस तरह के सेंटेंसेस कहता है, आप जितनी मेहनत करते हो उतना रिजल्ट आपको नहीं मिलता। या ऐसे कुछ सवाल पूछे जाते हैं, आपकी फैमिली की कोई लेडी है जो आपको पसंद नहीं करते, आपकी ज़्यादातर प्रॉब्लम्स आपके नेचर की वजह से है, आप बहुत अच्छे हो इसलिए लोग आपका फ़ायदा उठाते हैं। यू हैव एन इम्पेटस नेचर मीन्स इम्पल्सिव नेचर, स्पॉन्टानियस नेचर। जैसे कहते हैं, बाहर से सख्त अंदर से नर्म। दिस इज़ सच अ लाइन दैट एवरीवन लव्स टू हियर. These are some of the common lines that the astrologer used to manipulate the innocent people. Let's see what happens next. The nuts vendor blew out his flare and rose to go home. This was a signal for the astrologer to bundle up too, since it left him in darkness except for a little shaft of green light which strayed in from somewhere and touched the ground before him. He picked up his cowrie shells and paraphernalia and was putting them back into the bag when the green shaft of light was blotted out. He looked up and saw a man standing before him. He sensed a possible client and said, "You look so careworn. It will do you good to sit down for a while and chat with me." The other grumbled some reply vaguely. The astrologer pressed his invitation, whereupon the other thrust his palm under his nose, saying, "You call yourself an astrologer?" The astrologer felt challenged and said, tilting the other's palm towards the green shaft of light, "Yours is a nature." "Oh, stop that," the other said. "Tell me something worthwhile." Our friend felt piqued. "I charge only 3 pies per question, and what you get ought to be good enough for your money." At this, the other withdrew his arm, took out an anna, and flung it out to him, saying, "I have some questions to ask. If I prove you are bluffing, you must return the anna to me with interest." जैसे ही दूसरे शॉप्स बंद होना स्टार्ट हो जाते हैं, एस्ट्रोलॉजर भी अपना सारा सामान समेटना स्टार्ट कर देते हैं, क्योंकि हमें पता है कि एस्ट्रोलॉजर दूसरे शॉप्स के लाइट से अपना बिजनेस चलाते हैं. सो ही पिक्ड अप all his equipments. Paraphernalia means the small articles that the astrologer had, like cowrie shells, piece of cloth, mystic charts, notebook, Palmyra writings. While he was doing so, a green light was marked. Someone was standing in front of him. He felt he was a customer. So he says, "You look tired, unhappy. Sit down, talk to me, you'll feel better." Careworn means unhappy, tired due to some worry. So the person complained something. Grumbled means complain. Vaguely means roughly. When the astrologer again invited him, he pressed his palm under his nose and said, "You call yourself an astrologer?" Hearing this, the astrologer felt challenged. So he started saying about his nature, and the friend made him stop and said, "Tell something worth it, something valuable." ज्योतिषी सुनकर कहते हैं, 3 पाइज में जितना होगा उतना ही मिलेगा. ये सुनकर कस्टमर एक आना निकाल कर एस्ट्रोलॉजर की तरफ फेंक कर कहता है, "मेरे कुछ सवाल है. अगर मैं ये प्रूव कर दूं कि तुम झूठे हो, तब तुम्हें इंटरेस्ट के साथ मेरे सारे पैसे लौटाने होंगे." ब्लफिंग मीन्स प्रिटेंडिंग और टू बी फेक. लेट्स गो अहेड. If you find my answer satisfactory, will you give me 5 rupees? No. Or will you give me 8 annas? All right, provided you give me twice as much if you are wrong, said the stranger. This pact was accepted after a little further argument. The astrologer sent up prayer to heavens as the other lit a cheroot. Cheroot means a cigar. The astrologer caught a glimpse of his face by the matchlight. There was a pause as cars hooted on the road. Jutka drivers swore at their horses, and the babble of the crowd agitated the semi-darkness of the park. The other sat down, sucking his cheroot. Puffing out, sat there ruthlessly. The astrologer felt very uncomfortable. Here, take an Anna back. I'm not used to such challenges. It is late for me today. He made preparations to bundle up. The other held his wrist and said, "You can't get out of it now. You dragged me in while I was passing." The astrologer shivered in his grip, and his voice shook and became faint. "Leave me today. I will speak to you tomorrow." The other thrust his palm in his face and said, "Challenge is challenge. Go on." The astrologer proceeded with his throat drying up. "There is a woman." एस्ट्रोलॉजर कहते हैं, अगर मैं सेटिस्फैक्टरी जवाब दूं तो क्या तुम मुझे 5 रुपये दोगे? कस्टमर: नहीं। एस्ट्रोलॉजर: ठीक है, 8 आना दे देना। कस्टमर: ठीक है, लेकिन अगर तुम गलत हो जाते हो तब मुझे डबल पैसे दोगे। द एग्रीमेंट वॉज फाइनल। एज द एस्ट्रोलॉजर प्रेड टू द heaven, he saw the face of the customer, and there was a pause. सभी बैठ जाते हैं। एस्ट्रोलॉजर बहुत अनकंफर्टेबल होकर कहते हैं, अपने पैसे वापस ले लो, मुझे ये चैलेंज नहीं चाहिए। मुझे देरी हो रही है। लेकिन उस कस्टमर ने एस्ट्रोलॉजर को जाने नहीं दिया। चैलेंज इज़ अ चैलेंज। एस्ट्रोलॉजर कहते हैं, कोई लेडी है